a combination of everything just can really affect your training.
Yeah, it seems to me.
If you're going into the gym on a daily basis and you're going through the motions and you're not really focused on what you're doing because you have so many outside circumstances affecting your life, then it can tremendously affect the way that you prep for a fight, which in turn is going to screw up the outcome.
Yeah, it just seems to me like pussy's the easiest thing for people to blame and point a finger at.
Well, I mean, it's been the number one thing. For example, like when the Dallas Cowboys started doing bad, the first person they pointed the finger at was Jessica Simpson.
Right.
It's like, well, Tony's the one in the game.
Right.
So,
right. Jessica Simpson didn't make him scramble and throw an interception.
I agree, yeah.
Now, but let me ask you a question. You said, you kind of touched on your regiment prior to fighting. Is there no, like a lot of, of course, the wives' tale, no sex before, before a fight, or it fucks up your legs or something like that. What's your regiment with regards to sex before a fight?
Well, me personally, and this is not there's no scientific basis to why I do what I do, because actually, there's research out there that shows like there have been like studies done with sprinters and like sprinters that will ejaculate right before a race, and their testosterone levels will increase. Like if they do it like the morning of the race or something like that, they have higher testosterone levels
I do it on
than
track.
they normally would, which in turn would help improve, performance and all that. I think that Carl Lewis, the Olympic sprinter, said that he used to masturbate.
Yeah, with a man.
Yeah, perhaps, I don't know. I just watched his Star Spangled Banner singing on YouTube yesterday. If you haven't seen that, check it out. It's pretty cool.
Ned says he likes to ejaculate on the track just before he gets into the box.
While I'm in the box, actually.
I'll tell you what, that could mentally mess with your opponent.
If you do it on the other guy, the other guy's blocks, you might not get as good traction coming on the blocks, right, Ned?
Absolutely.
See, if Rich was to whip out his cock right before the fight and start jacking it.
Cock out all the way down. But,
yeah, right before your next fight, just take your cock out and start jacking it.
That'll really mentally screw with him.
And you'll get a testosterone surge, and you'll get you'll distract your opponent.
Yellow.
I'll tell you what, for me personally, like I'm usually about 2 weeks out. I cut myself off, and
2 weeks out,
I lose interest in the whole thing.
How about that nut? That nut you get after you had to fight and you won or lost, and you get that first nut after you've had a 3-week shutdown. I bet that son of a bitch is a geyser.
You know what? I tell you what, to be real honest, like the night of my fight, I'm still coming down off of my adrenaline high. It's like coming home from war or something. It usually takes me like a day or two to get back in the swing of things.
Rich, out of all the radio interviews, like you've never done one like this before, now have you, kid? Talking about
yeah, I have actually. The last time I was on this radio.
Rich Franklin, ladies and gentlemen, our all-time favorite, my friend. Does people ever tell you they hear you on the show, Rich, when you go on?
All the time, man. And I'll tell you what, you would not believe. I was just actually in at the car show. I did a car show the other day in Wisconsin. Lovely place to be.
Yeah.
In January, by the way. I definitely recommend going there. It's good swimming weather. But a guy came up with a Bubba Army hat on at my car show, and he was and started talking about. I think he heard the last time I was on. We were talking. Hulk Hogan was in the studio and all that kind of stuff. He heard the interview and all that kind of stuff. But he knew everything about your show, man. It was pretty cool, and it happens more often than you would think.
Anyway, it's Rich Franklin. Rich is at richfranklin.com. Is it that simple? I mean, for all the the clothing stuff and all that kind of stuff going on.
Yeah, that's my website, richfranklin.com and AmericanFighter.com.
Now, how's the American Fighter coming? Because I know there's clothing companies that are a dime a dozen out there now when it comes to MMA. I mean, how do you even fucking make your mark now?
Well, see, that's the thing. I was actually, before I got on the radio here, I was having a meeting with my business partner Jeff, and we were talking just about the state of the company and all that kind of stuff. And it's a difficult market, and this is one of those markets where it takes money to make money. And I mean, we're a solid company, and we are where we are. And it's going to be difficult for us to make that next step like Tap Out did, and they were able to secure like Dillard's and Champs and all the different retailers. That's where we are in the company, is looking at going from one level to the next.
Yeah, those Tap Out guys, man, they've come at Skyscraper. The boys have come into the show a lot, and then we also know Al from Skin, both great guys.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'll tell you what. I've known the Tap Out guys for a long time. I mean, since since before that company was anything. And those guys, I mean, they worked their butts off, man. They marketed themselves. They went to every show dressed in their stuff that they do.
They hustle.
They're good guys.
They hustle. And even now, they're millionaires. They still go, they still crisscross across America, still hustling,
That's the thing, man. A lot of people, once they start making money, they become relaxed and complacent in their business model. And these guys, they understand that they need to be on it and stay on it in order to stay ahead in this business. And they've done a great job, man.
All right, my man.
I'm happy for them.
Don't be a stranger, kiddo. Let's as you are getting better on your hernia deal and things like that. Let's keep in touch, please.
Definitely, man. I'm going to be. Hey, are you going to be down? Are you going to be down at any of the Super Bowl stuff this upcoming week or two?
No, I think I'm going to stay as far away as I can from that place and just stay up here in Tampa and let fucking Miami be Miami, because boy, it's a rat race down there. I've been down there before. Ugh.
Yeah, I got to go down there for with the UFC on that Tuesday night. Bud Light is throwing a party. It's of course the sponsor for the UFC. So
right.
I guess myself and half a dozen other fighters are going to be going down there with Dana. So.
I guarantee you, Brock ain't going to be there.
Yeah, you never know, man. He's recovered now, and
no, I'm talking about. Remember he talked shit about Bud Light on the post, and he goes, "I ain't having a fucking Bud Light." Remember that?
I'm having a Coors Light.
I'll tell you what, if he shows up with a Bud Light in his hand, I'm sure they'll let him in.
Oh, I guarantee you that Dana says there'll never be anything outside of Bud Light in your fucking hand. There, you ignorant asshole. I promise you that. Hey, man, good talking to you, buddy. Man, tell everybody we said hi. How's Matt Hughes doing?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I haven't talked to him. He called me a couple weeks ago about some sponsorship stuff. He had some questions about business, and I called him back, and I haven't heard back from him. But I just got a postcard in the mail from him. He's got a new baby or something.
Well, tell him we said congratulations, my friend, and we like him as well. So please don't be a stranger. You know we love you, buddy, and anything you need, we're here for you.
All right, definitely, guys. I'll talk to y'all soon.
RichFranklin.com, man. Rich, thank you, buddy. Be careful.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye now.